Americans are too arrogant to want anything. We didn't even know about this ISIS, okay? It popped out of nowhere. If we had all this great intelligence that you claim we have, okay, where'd they get this money? I mean, this isn't some little rinky-dink deal here. This isn't 10 guys going into the World Trade Center. This is a big operation funded by Saudi Arabia, our buddy, our friend, okay? And you know how to cut that off? One word, hydrogen. End oil. We could replace the whole power system in this country with hydrogen, just like they have that fuel cell up in Bridgeport generating power for 15,000 homes. This is not some little toy, my friend, okay? So we need to just wipe out. You keep dumping $14 billion a year just for nuclear power. That's going on 62 years, proven no good. We're too arrogant to say that's no good, okay? And they're building 5 more nuclear power plants. You see, we could just cut that oil right out of the picture with hydrogen and completely put 15 million people to work doing it with something that we could actually, that would be wonderful. And then we would actually eliminate climate change, because that's the remedy. There's no CO2, there's nothing. It's pure, okay? So why wouldn't you do it? Right now. I don't mean this fiddling and diddling baloney about 20 years and these crazy numbers that you people keep coming up with, okay? I mean, like, if you're gonna really do it, let's get doing it, like, now. Forget this deal. Let them kill each other, do whatever they want.
Yeah, of course, the reality is that we don't have to wait for this crisis to have a giant blinking sign that the United States should become energy independent. We talked about the Wahhabis for a second, right? I mean, for the last 20 years, 30 years, we've been filling up our gas tanks, and it's not 6 degrees of separation between when that money that we hand to the clerk at the store ends up in the hands of extremists that are organizing against the United States, because it goes to the Saudis, who send it to the Wahhabis, who invested in a madras somewhere out in Waziristan that recruits people to organize against the United States. And so, listen, I agree that this is yet another advertisement for why the United States should become energy independent. But frankly, shame on us that we haven't seen all of the other reasons to do that over the last several decades.
Haven't we started exporting oil recently? First time in many, many years? I thought we were at the cusp of being energy independent, oil-wise at least.
We have increased oil and gas development in the United States such that it cancels out, theoretically, our need for oil from the Middle East. And the debate right now, and this is, we can have it another time, is over whether we keep that newfound gas and oil for ourselves or we export it. You have to get a permit in order to export from the United States, and that will come with a small national security price to the U.S. if we put that resource out on a world market.
But by the way, there's a whole other debate here that is well beyond the scope of this evening. But yes, the Bakken field and other development, Texas and elsewhere, is helping on the oil side. The real story, and this would split this room, I promise you, the real story on energy independence is natural gas. Okay, and as Steve says,
No, it's hydrogen. That's not natural.
Steve, where does hydrogen come from?
Water. It's free, man, and solar
It uses a
power.
lot of natural gas. Anyway, let's not go too far down this
No,
path.
this is a problem with you, okay? No, it comes from water, H2O. Did anybody go to school here?
Takes energy to do that. You gotta
Water
turn
Right,
it
Right.
on.
it's solar, hold on, chief. We got solar and wind. We should be building gigantic platforms.
Let me return to the
solar and
overarching
wind
point, which
to
is that-
generate the electrolysis.
Steve, can we
get
listen
the
to our congressman, please?
Steve,
Yeah, Congressman.
Well, we heard about him. Believe me. I mean, this goes
The
on.
important point here is that we're all agreeing in the national security context how important energy independence is, but that opens a set of issues that, around fracking, around development of oil and deep water drilling that is beyond the scope of this meeting, but are serious issues.